Hello, my name is Matt Brazel, and I'm a senior digital solution consultant here at ServiceNow. Today, I'm here to talk about the Vancouver release and specifically inside of our ITAM solution, our Cloud Cost Management Workspace and Guided Experience. Today's presentation may contain forward-looking statements which reflect our base of knowledge and beliefs at this current time, and these forward-looking statements should not be used in any purchasing decisions. Now, I'd like to start off firstly with what is cloud cost management on the platform? In the Vancouver release, Cloud Cost Management is building off of a previous product known as Cloud Insights. And the Cloud Cost Management Workspace is going to allow FinOps and cloud infrastructure admins to perform daily related activities to cloud spend, cloud management, and ultimately waste reduction in the cloud. So ultimately, these resources and users can be more productive in the job that they're tasked with and enjoy an uncluttered user interface. This workspace is going to allow users to streamline cloud cost analysis and resource optimization. Through this workspace, we're going to be able to identify cost savings opportunities for improved cost efficiency, optimize the use of resources and data-driven insights, ultimately leading to improved efficiency on resource management, and allow users to make informed decisions and drive cost optimizations aligned to business goals, objectives, and services. Another feature that we're going to be highlighting in today's video is the Cloud Cost Management Guided Experience. This is going to come as part with the Cloud Cost Management Workspace, and it's going to take new customers coming into the Cloud Cost Management experience through a step-by-step process to get this solution up and running. This is going to include learning resources and best practices right inside of the workspace, and ultimately help you set up any integrations, give helpful recommendations as far as standing up the tool, and allow you to manage and track any preferences or rules as the solution continues to be utilized in your organization. Now, I'd like to begin on the home page of the workspace. This is going to be the most compelling and important information inside of cloud operations relating to any spend in the cloud environment. At the top of this homepage, we're going to have a brief overview allowing us to see the total spend across our cloud providers this month, as well as that compared against our total budget, so that we can align our spend directly alongside of the budget for any reconciliation that needs to happen and understand if we're going to be over or under budget. The system is also going to allow us to see any forecasted spend or forecasted variance from any previous month. We're also going to be presented out with potential savings opportunities in our cloud environments, which is essentially just taking in any recommendations based on the way that cloud resources are being utilized and allow us to save any dollars based on those recommendations. If we come down in the workspace, we'll see some of those reports that I was talking about inside of the slides. This is going to allow us to filter and report out based on things such as the provider of our cloud environment, service category, service account, cloud service, and purchase option within multiple different time ranges, whether it be this month and all the way through out to 12 months out. I can come in here and say, hey, I want to know the spend based on cloud service. So this will give me a breakdown inside of each cloud environment as far as what services are being utilized and how much of that budget that's eating up. Additionally, we'll have recommendations on the right side of this screen, whether it's unused resources or scheduling right-sizing opportunities, and that will all be presented out here on the home screen. Additionally, we'll be able to have alerts here on this right side of the screen, and this will be anything that requires immediate attention, things such as connections between the platform and the cloud providers being down, or any declined recommendations that have gone on, or any failed remediations that have gone on inside of the cloud environment with an associated risk score to that alert. Additionally, here on the home screen, we'll have a top spend trend both across service category, cloud service, cost center, business service, and ultimately each individual provider. This will give the most visibility to FinOps and cloud infrastructure users to see where the financial dollars are going inside of these cloud environments, not only based on provider, not only based on service, but across all of these different domains inside of the cloud environment. As we navigate down to the total budget module, this will allow us to see what our total budget is across this current month, what our total spend is across each cloud environment, as well as a predicted forecast spend for this particular month, all with a comparison of what the spend was in prior or previous months. We'll have a report based out on the budget versus current spend across each individual location and business service. So this will allow us to plan, hey, are we going to be inside of the budget for this month, or are we going to need to tighten our belt and consolidate where our budget is going because we're coming up on the limit? Now, inside of the spend module in this workspace, it's going to allow us to have a control center for any spend across various criteria. We can see spend over time inside of this month and comparing that back to the different service inside of the cloud that this is related to, whether it be a load balancer, database, compute, storage, or application services. Additionally, we have more reports out of the box to allow us to understand the spend per cost center, the spend per business application in the environment, as well as the spend per region. And this will allow us to feed into those potential recommendations and understand what type of purchasing option will allow us to meet our budget criteria. The next section of the workspace I'd like to highlight is the operations view. This is going to be where we can see any of the specific recommendations at an overview level or get down into the details around right sizing, unused resources, or reservation plans. This is also going to be where any admin can take action inside of operations that need to be had. So understanding all of the service accounts, what ID, what parent account, what data center that's in, as well as any credentials across different cloud providers that they may need to dish out inside of the organization. Ultimately, this is going to be a spot where FinOps users and cloud infrastructure admins can come in and see any information that they need from an operational perspective, as well as find anything that requires your immediate action as presented inside of this list view, whether it be from recommendations, tags, or any administrative side of the house. Finally, the last section of the workspace that I wanted to highlight was the guided setup. This is going to allow our users to have a much quicker ROI inside of cloud cost management. This section of the workspace is going to provide out any knowledge or helpful resources around this or related to this product. We're also going to be able to take action, see or activate any plugins that we need in order to stand up this solution, as well as be able to update or fix any plugins that may have gone down. This is also going to allow us to create integrations and give a step-by-step analysis of how we're going to need to integrate both on the ServiceNow side, as well as inside of the cloud provider for all of these cloud providers, AWS, Azure, and GCP. And finally, as we're standing up the solution, as we're going through our experience inside of cloud cost management, this is going to be where we can come in and set any preferences or rules around the cloud provider and environment that we have. Things around right sizing, unused resources, business hours, and reserved plans. This is where we can alter those settings, and this is a much cleaner user experience than previously before. Our product teams have worked very diligently to make this cloud cost management workspace as user-friendly and as forward-thinking as possible. Ultimately, this guided experience is going to accelerate the ROI and adoption for users on our platform by making it much simpler to create integrations, activate plugins, and set up any rules or preferences inside of cloud cost management. That concludes today's video on cloud cost management. If you'd like any more information on the solution or the Vancouver release, I highly encourage you to reach out to your account executive, and they'll be happy to provide you with any more detailed information. Thank you so much.